Finally, it worked. Yay. Hi, guys. I'm Felicia with Happily Ever After Living. I'm a physical therapist and life coach, and I just wanted to try and see if I could go live. I'm really starting to push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit more. But today, I wanted to talk to you guys about a happy life. This is something that's kind of like been on my mind. As you guys see, I've actually changed the channel name to Happily Ever After Living, just through like some growth and some different personal things I've kind of grown through. And today I want to talk to you guys about a happy life. So, as you can see from the title was Do You Deserve a Happy Life? And basically, today is just like a presentation about some of the things we'll be discussing over the next 8 weeks. Of course, I'll still be sharing my weight loss journey. We'll still talk about money because, as I mentioned before, here we talk about health, wealth, and self development. But yeah, like when I first became a life coach back in, I think it was like 2011, one of the assessments that we used was this thing called like the Wheel of Life. And basically, is in a nutshell, it's kind of like how you rate yourself, mostly your happiness, right? In different categories. And some of those categories, let's just go over what the areas were, right? So, like personal growth and spirituality, career and business. Number three is money and finances. Number four, health. Five, family and friends. Six, love, relationships, romance, whatever you want to group into that. Number seven is our physical environment. I feel like I should be a little bit taller. Let's see. Maybe if I sit on my foot. Okay, sorry about that. And the last category is fun and recreation. And I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I remember back in 2011 when I first took this assessment. I think at that time, the highest I rated myself was maybe a six, maybe a seven. I was pretty active and pretty athletic at the time. So I can see myself like giving myself a seven, maybe in health. I don't know. But it was pretty low. And at the time, I didn't see anything wrong with that. Like I thought that, I just kind of thought that was the way that life was. Like there's these ebb and flows. And like I just assumed that not that it was impossible, but growing up, I didn't really see a lot of people around me excelling in every um, area of life. Not, you know what? Actually, I want to change that. I grew up around a lot of struggle, right? So even if there were individuals around me that were excelling in those areas, there's a possibility that my eyes just were not open to it. Just to share like a little bit of my own backstory, it's not just that I didn't believe that it was possible to have like happiness in every area, but also for myself, I don't think I no, I know that I didn't even believe that me personally, like I deserved it. I kind of felt as if that was for someone else or that's just the way that other people live their lives. Like I just didn't think one that it was possible to experience pure happiness in all of these areas at the same time. And yeah, I just didn't believe that I deserved it. Like I wasn't, not that I wasn't worthy of it, because I know that as, a child of God, like I'm definitely worthy, but I just didn't think it was possible. So, um, that's some things that I would like to share with you guys over the next few weeks if you're open to it. I would love, oh my gosh, it took me so much work to set up this live video. Like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff, but I did it and I'm really proud of myself for that. And I think I would prefer to chat via live video so that we can kind of go back and forth and have some dialogue in these areas. So, as I mentioned, over the next few weeks, we'll talk about personal growth, career and business, just like happiness and how to create happiness into these areas, of your life. I think if I had to re-rate myself now, actually I did earlier this morning, and most of them are between like an 8 or a 9. And a lot of that has to do with the work that I've done for myself. And I don't believe that you have to be at a full 10 because I'm one of those people. I always want to improve and become better in different areas. But I feel really happy right now in life. Like even at an 8 and a 9, I feel like this joy. So yeah, health, family and friends, love and relationships slash romance. And just know that love and romance doesn't have to come from another person. And we will be sure to discuss that when we get to that section. And to be quite honest with you, I think I first found love and romance within myself. And that is what has helped strengthen my relationships with other people. We'll talk about our physical environment, and we'll also talk about fun and recreation and how to bring happiness into those areas. And also, four things that we'll hit is number one in those areas. And I like for you guys to kind of like sit with this with yourselves over the next week. But number one, do you believe it's even possible? Like, do you believe that this is something that is possible for you? Were you like me? Did you believe that, like, it was like this, right? You can do really well at work or in business, but that meant that your relationships would fail or not be great, or that you can have a lot of fun, but in doing so, it meant that you were, gonna suck in other areas. Now, don't get me wrong, like sometimes life does require sacrifice or focus in other areas, but it doesn't mean that the other areas have to suffer or just be horrible or miserable because you're doing well in other areas. Like I have learned that we can really and truly be happy in all areas. And then the other, number two, some things I like for you to kind of sit with yourself with is, do you believe that you deserve it? Like, do you believe that you deserve happiness and satisfaction in your finances, um, in your career or your business? Do you truly believe that you deserve it? Do you feel like it's just for someone else? Do you feel that there is something like amazing that you have to do in order to deserve it? Think about that. Do you not believe that pure happiness and satisfaction is your birthright? I just want you guys to think about it. These are some things that, me personally, I had to work through. Um, Number three, are you willing to do the work to achieve it? We are going to dive deep into this. And like I said, we're going to break down all of these areas and talk about, like, once you decide that, yeah, you do believe it's possible, and that, yes, you definitely deserve it. And then we want to get to the part to where, yeah, I'm willing to do the work, whatever work it takes, to get that, because that's something that, if that's something that you desire, right? And then number four is, we'll go through and I'll share with you guys how to align your actions, because sometimes we say that we want things and our actions just don't match up. So I'll help you guys learn to align your actions in order to meet your goals. So I'm really excited about this. And as I mentioned, I'll continue to share my weight loss journey here. We'll continue to talk about money, but here's a piece of our self development. And if you guys are interested, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, please share with me in the comments if you would prefer like live video, like live chats where I can talk to you guys, as you can ask questions and we can communicate here, or if you're okay with me just pre-recording and then uploading, and then you can just put your questions down in the comments. I'm willing to do either or. And until the next video, bye.